Hello, so in this video I'm going to teach you how to eat less junk food so you can get faster weight loss. All right, let's get into it. My name is Fitness Coach Sergio, and I've helped hundreds of people lose dozens of pounds on my online weight loss coaching program. And today I'm going to help you eat less junk food. It's a common problem. A lot of people struggle with, getting rid of, what quote unquote junk food, right? So that's the very calorie dense foods that, they're delicious. They're good to eat. But there are ways to kind of shift that so that, you can get faster weight loss. So let's talk about it. So the first thing is no food is good or bad. And what that means is that it's the calorie deficit is the most important thing. And one of the things that I really focus on is getting the right calorie deficit for the people in order to get the best and most optimal type of fat loss, right? So you should still include, here's the thing, is that not every, there's no specific, oh, you should never eat this or you should never eat that. And it's more about finding what the balance of what you enjoy and the foods that you love so that you're not miserable and restricted and, you basically want to quit. How many times, if this is you, let me know in the comments, how many times have you tried a diet and it gets too restrictive? Maybe it's okay, Monday I'm going to cut out all sugar and bread and everything that's delicious and things that you like. And then you maybe do it for a week or two and then, you're miserable and you want to go back to your old habits, right? So that is, that type of dieting, that is the past. We know that doesn't work. We know that long-term success, it doesn't work. So no food is good or bad, all right? So do not restrict yourselves completely on the foods. It does require some habit changes, which we're gonna get into. Number two is add in, don't just remove. A lot of people focus, and there's a lot of clients tell me they're just taking things out. Let's just cut this out, cut that out. No more of this. And again, if you are not adding in things, if you're not bringing or increasing the foods that you do love, maybe perhaps healthier foods that you do enjoy, as an example, I love cucumbers, I will eat a ton of cucumbers and I add in more of those in because I know those are lower calorie and very filling and high in water content. So you have to make sure that you are including in the foods that you enjoy, that you eat, that are maybe going to keep you fuller longer, that are healthier, so that they have higher fiber, not as calorie dense. So, a double cheeseburger has, a lot more calories. 500 calories of a cheeseburger has more calories than 500, that same amount or the same weight in, say broccoli or carrots or whatever food that you love. So don't just remove things. Focus, try and see what foods that you really like that are also, not as calorie dense that you want to add in and include more of, right? So that could be like yams or more oatmeal, higher fiber foods, right? And so number three is being habit aware. And so, a lot of people are not aware of the things that they do subconsciously, or they just do them automatically, right? So to give you an example, I had a client who they would, after a stressful day at work on a Wednesday, they would always go and eat some fast food. They really loved Taco Bell, so they would, go out and just get some fast food after work. And, we came to the conclusion that that's when they have their weekly meeting, and that really had them super stressed. And so they would just try and eat away that stress and just try and, just forget about that stress. And so it's those types of habits that you need to be aware of, whether it's, I'm just bored, I want to eat this, I'm just, I want to take my mind off of something. Increasing the awareness of that is going to help a lot in not just mindlessly snacking, right? So just being aware of your habits can bring new light into how you can then, okay, what can I substitute in here? Or what can I switch instead? It's also the habit switching, right? That's another thing that I like to focus on with my clients is what are the habits? What are the plugs that we need to fix? The leaks that we need to fix in order to make sure that not only that your diet and your exercise are where they should be, but your habits are as well. So habit awareness is very important. Just being aware of that. Number 4 is the fiber focus. Okay, so including fiber-rich foods are very important in order to increase the feelings of satiety in your gut. There's a hormone called ghrelin that ensures that you are full and happy, right? And that's a trigger from your stomach that tells you you have food in there. And so if you focus on more higher fiber foods, like spinach and celery, yams, oatmeal, increasing more fiber. And that's one of the things that I've noticed is with a lot of my clients, they're not eating the amount of fiber that they need to eat. And fiber is very crucial for increasing feelings of fullness, so you're not over snacking or overeating on those junk foods. So fiber is very crucial, and most people don't get enough fiber. And number 5 is the 80-20 rule. You've probably heard of this, maybe you haven't, but basically it's, you can, if you are eating healthy 80% of the time, 20% of the time, you can enjoy the foods that you want to enjoy, right? So, I will still occasionally, my thing is I'm a salty and fats kind of guy. So, I love chips and In-N-Out and, getting fries, those are the things, nice little steak. Those are the things that I love and I still enjoy because I'm able to get balance. And that's crucial to try and figure out and work through what that balance is for you and what that means for you. And so, you'd really want to be able to balance all of those things. And that's why this bonus tip is diets of restriction don't work. Okay, so how many times have you started a diet, you've cut everything out, you're like, no more chips, no more, sweet stuff, none of that, and then you just go right back to your old habits. We know that doesn't work. And so it's more important that you include the foods that you love and you enjoy, rather than saying, no, I can't have that. Allow yourself that ability through, being able to balance and using some of these tips along with, your calorie deficit, along with, your resistance training. And that's very crucial, your calorie deficit resistance training, and then making sure your habits and then your awareness of all of these things are crucial to long-term weight loss success. And which is why I holistically try and work with my clients to work on all aspects of these things to make sure that not only they are at the right calorie deficit for them, but also that they're doing the right exercises that are going to optimize their metabolism and increase, their tone and their muscle mass, so that they can burn more calories and, burn more fat. But also it's the habits, that the psychology of this, which is what we're talking about, is the psychology of these things that we're doing. Having awareness, making sure you're watching your habits, making sure that you aren't just mentally restricting yourself 100% of the foods that you love. This is how you maintain balance, and that is the key. All right? I hope this helped you guys. Let me know if you want to know what, more tips like this or what you need help on in the comments, and I'll be happy to help you out. And reach out if you want to join my Faster Fat Loss Academy. And I'll be, happy to have you on board. See you next time. Have a great one.